She has quite a bit of blood coming from her head.
A horrific accident on one of Alaska's most scenic highways leaves Trooper David Loring struggling to free a woman from the wreckage.
I want you to watch your eyes. Just hold her head there, okay? We have fuel leaking from the vehicle.
In the Matsu Valley, it's crystal clear why this suspect bolted.
Yeah, they're running for the crystal. This crystal meth.
Now Trooper Detterman must track him down.
Show me that!
And in Fairbanks, sex turns to violence.
He's trying to kill me. They told me he was gonna cut me up into pieces.
Coming in. State troopers, open up. State troopers, open up. We're coming in. Let me see your hands right now. Hey, let me see your hands.
On Alaska's majestic Kenai Peninsula, Trooper David Loring patrols the deceptively dangerous 127-mile-long Seward Highway.
This is by far one of our most dangerous roads in Alaska. We have more wrecks right here just with the amount of volume of people that travel it.
And today's late summer surge of tourists and road repair projects ramp up the danger.
Email 106 southbound. Older email driver.
10-4, 10-19. Just hang on, guys.
A speeding car has lost control and flipped off the roadway.
We got a report of a single vehicle rollover. Unsure how many were in the vehicle. Very little information. We'll probably be the first ones on scene. Slow north 21, 1023. So northbound lane. She can't feel her legs right now. Okay. There was another guy's back.
I know, honey. It's okay. There's a policeman.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much for getting in the car.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Trooper Loring. Breathe calm. We're just gonna have you, okay? So just hold her head there, okay? Just breathe. You're all right.
The crushed car has trapped the driver upside down in the wreckage.
You're all right. The ambulance will be here soon.
With your body?
Are you able to breathe all right for me?
Nice slow breath, sweetheart.
Okay. Yep, you'll be here shortly, okay? So 21, we have one lady in trap. We're currently assessing her right now. She has quite a bit of blood coming from her head area. Second individual is sitting upright, talking to another individual.
The vehicle's passenger watches helplessly nearby, shaken but uninjured.
Just hold her head there, okay?
Your face. All right.
And we have fuel leaking from the vehicle.
The woman's conscious, but sitting in a growing puddle of blood and gasoline. Loring must get her out of there fast.
Can you come over here for me, sir?
Yes.
I'm gonna pop this window, see if we can get the seatbelt off of her. I want you to watch your eyes.
Do you have like a cloth, or does anyone have a shirt or something?
Just hold her head there, okay?
Your face.
Come on.
But it's no use. The woman's pinned underneath the car.
So at 121, and she was unable to get out of the vehicle.
Loring calls in backup. He needs to get this car off her now.
Okay, we're here for you, okay?
I know, honey.
Yep, you'll be here shortly, okay?
Nice slow breath, sweetheart.
Do you guys need medical? I'm a Providence ER nurse. Do you need
That'd be great.
Luckily, an off-duty nurse stops to help.
For airway is the main thing. Don't move your head. Right hand on the left.
Trooper Loring cradles the woman's head as the nurse carefully surveys the extent of the trauma.
Answer yes or no.
Okay.
Feel anything on your leg?
No.
Do you feel anything yet?
No.
Do you feel that? Okay. Don't worry, you're doing a good job, okay?
Okay, help is on the way, okay? We'll be here shortly.
He's got the phone on. Please tell them there's a high probability of a cervical fracture here
Okay.
that we are...
Well, hit my radio. Hit that button right there on my radio.
The orange button.
There you go. It's keyed.
Still on 121.
Hi, this is Providence ER nurse. She's tachypnic with some blood on the mouth. She's able to maintain her airway, but there is no, I repeat, no sensation intact from the waist down. I'm highly concerned with a cervical or thoracic fracture here.
It appears she's broken her neck and is possibly facing paralysis or death. But they can't help her until they free her from the wreckage. And the rescue squad is still miles away.
Here is a C collar.
Okay, and you've applied one of these before, correct, too? Okay, good. I'm going to have you assist me then, because we know what we need to do here.
Trooper, you can switch in there.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, let me maintain her ceasefire precautions from him.
You got
I'm going
it?
to take over with this.
You got it?
Yep, I've got it. Okay, sweetheart. I'm going to be here with you, okay? Thank you.
So it sounds like she's breathing, but no lower.
Absolutely.
Hey, ma'am.
Yeah.
Do you want to look at Life Med?
I think because of the mechanism of injury, we'd be smart to get Life Med in here right now.
Okay. Slot 121, want to get Life Med notified. We're in a 4-lane area here, so we have a pretty good spot to set up a LZ.
Loring calls for a helicopter evacuation. Only a handful of medevac choppers cover the entire state of Alaska. If it doesn't arrive soon, it could mean the difference between life and death.
They're calling him up right now, so we're gonna very block the road down.
Now Loring must ready Alaska's busiest highway for a landing zone.
Can we have you guys move up for us, please? To shut down a major highway like this. You know, it does happen up here in Alaska, but it's something we don't do every day.
15 agonizing minutes later, the first rescue crews arrive.
What's the status of that patient? Is she stable?
While Loring tries consoling the passenger.
I know it's pretty rough, but we're taking care of her, okay? We're getting her the best attention we can right now. And she's in pretty bad shape. Internal bleeding, there's things like that going on, because the sooner we can get out of here, the less internal bleeding potentially might be taking place right now.
They finally free the woman, but the helicopter's nowhere in sight.
Girdwood medics are currently talking to Life Med. They're making alternate choices on transportation.
The victim goes unconscious. There's no time to wait. Medics decide to rush her to the hospital by ambulance.
Salon 121, we're opening up the southbound lane. I did get some reports of some aggressive driving. I talked to an individual saying that she was driving extremely fast when they passed and lost control when she tried to get in the other lane and not following the speed limits. And it's one of those scenes on a busy road like this, people are in a hurry to get back to Anchorage, and that's something that, you know, we try to be out here patrolling and pulling people over, but there's just only so much we can do.
300 miles north, on the back roads outside Fairbanks.
Fairbanks 17.
She witnessed him throw the female around by her hair.
Trooper Melvin Colley races to a very different life or death call.
Report of a deviant progress. A woman was running outside and a guy tackled her and forced her back inside of the residence. We got to go get there as fast as possible.
17, tripling, I believe. She hears a male and female screaming.
Somebody's life could very well be in danger.
Fairbanks is one of the most dangerous cities in the nation for violence against women, and domestic violence dispatches are some of the most dangerous calls a trooper can answer. So Colley approaches with caution and kills his sirens.
These sirens travel really far. We don't want to alert them that we're in an area and that we're coming, because they gives them time to decide they're going to leave. The element of surprise is going to be our best tool.
But his stealth approach increases the danger on these back roads.
This is a really narrow road. There's a lot of people that ride their bicycles down here, so a bumpy road. Not really safe to drive, but it'll get us there a lot faster. Fairbanks 17, I believe units can be 1023. Next one over.
State troopers, open the door.
State troopers, open up.
Open the door.
No answer. With a life on the line, there's no time for courtesy.
I'm gonna try and kick it. It's locked on the top. State troopers, open up. We're coming in. State troopers, we're coming in. Whenever you have to force entry, you don't know what's on the other side of that door. So there's always a scary aspect to it. I don't see him. It's upstairs though. Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands right now. Get down. Keep your hands visible. Hey. Fairbanks 17, 1 detained. His tunes at the house. Female still up.
The troopers nab the attacker and rescue his badly beaten female victim.
Ma'am, can you come down here, please? What's going on? What happened today?
I don't want to talk about it.
No sense protecting. We have witnesses who saw what happened outside.
But Trooper Colley presses for answers.
Were you trying to leave him when he drugged you in here?
Yes, I just wanted to go.
I see you wiped the blood up that was over there. Were you trying to hide that from me?
He hit me once or twice.
Was it with a closed fist or open? Or did he hit you with? And when we were at the door,
He told me to be quiet. I couldn't talk. He scares me.
and well, he's gone now. They got into an argument, and when she was trying to leave, he assaulted her multiple times, including strangulation.
Troopers charge the man with assault and kidnapping. Now he's facing a minimum of 5 years in prison.
Out of the 5 charges that he was charged with, 3 of them were felonies. He's going to jail tonight. This is something that he decided to do, and he has to pay for that.
Spring brings some of the best weather to the Matsu Valley.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Here, there's just so much to get out and explore and see and do. Great place to call work.
But Trooper Lee Phillips has no time to enjoy the scenery.
1B20, Matt, on clear, copy, disturbance.
Clear to copy.
We just got a 911 saying they heard multiple shots and a lot of screaming.
10-4. So right now we have a disturbance that came in. Neighbors called us about the gunshot down the road. It's a residential neighborhood. We go to that street a lot.
Phillips doesn't know what to expect with this armed suspect. But with troopers spread thin on this busy Saturday, he'll have to face him without backup.
We don't want to just show up, pull in the driveway. He does have firearms, and you never know what state of mind someone is in. We'll approach the residents carefully. Back on 20 through the area.
10.
Gunshots.
Yeah. Back on B20, there is gunfire coming from down this area. All right. Yeah, it sounds like a small caliber, possible pistol fire. Looks like 2 males. Gentlemen, can you lay down your weapons, please? And step away from the vehicle. Anyone else here or just you guys? Okay, I just gotta make sure you guys got no weapons on you right now. Any pistols or anything? Any warrants on anybody? All right, you mind just lifting up your shirts? Let me. All right, go ahead and turn around. One more time. All right. Where are you shooting at here?
We're just shooting at that target over there.
All right, we're just gonna have to take our shooting out further into the wilderness. You know, we got residentials up here. Where is the firearm at anyhow? Okay, just a 22. It's a single shot.
It's an automatic.
It's an automatic. Appears to be empty. So who's shooting? You're shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's drinking?
Operating a firearm while drinking can land the shooter in jail and make him unpredictable.
You're shooting and drinking?
Some beer, yeah.
Just a beer? All right, just give me 1 second. I just got to run some things, and then I'll be right back, all right? If you guys don't mind just standing right over there, so thank you. And I have a 32 for you to run. He's shooting a firearm while I'm drinking alcohol, so got a PBT on him and seized the weapon. All right, gentlemen, would you mind walking me to my vehicle? I just want to get some information for you here, okay? How much you drank today? That was your first beer? Yeah. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is make a nice tight lip seal and just keep blowing until I tell you to stop. More. Good. All right, so you had one beer, right? About how long ago?
Well, that was it. It's been a process of like an hour. Opened it like an hour ago.
Yeah, okay.
What I blew?
Well, you blew zeros, okay? Yeah. You said you had one beer, I believe you. You're dodging a bullet right now. Ironically, you can't be shooting firearms and consuming alcohol. That could land you in jail.
Trooper Phillips lets them off with a warning.
What are you gonna do with the gun?
I'm giving it back to you.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Have a good one.
Sunset in Fairbanks, and Trooper Brian Zeisel's nightly war on crime is just beginning.
1992 to 19 may have a possible assault in progress. Complainant on 21 states that he heard a woman screaming. A man staggered up into his driveway, talking to Pablo troopers.
We got an assault in progress.
Complainant on 21 now states that there's an individual banging on his door.
19, I'll divert.
Zeisel is 15 minutes out and closing fast.
We're about 2 or 3 minutes away now. Where's it at?
Yeah, it's in here.
In here? All right.
He was beating the out of that girl.
Okay.
Zeisel follows the screams to the front lawn of a cabin and the assault victim.
19, let's get EMS rolling for the female.
She's hysterical and almost naked.
I just want to be away from here.
Can you tell me what happened?
He tried to kill me. They told me he was going to cut me up into pieces.
That's what he told you?
Yes. And I tried to get away from it. I did 2 times. But he was faster than me. He drugged me. He did things to me that were horrible.
Zeisel finds Trooper Haley, who arrived minutes before him and already detained the suspect.
That's where I found her. I was on the porch naked, same where she is right now. He's saying she doesn't live here. He just wanted to get her out, grabbed her and pulled her out. I don't know if we necessarily have an assault yet.
But she wasn't the only one inside. The caller was apparently in bed with the woman, triggering the attacker's jealous rage.
Okay, keep that guy in the white away from her. According to the suspect, he's saying that he got those two in bed together. So, I don't want them to get stories.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Hey,
can you tell him I want my teeth out of the
yep,
house?
let's go. We're going to get those, but you need to go over this way right now. We'll come get you and we'll get your teeth.
Downstairs. They're laying on the mattress on one side of it.
Okay,
Because I was going to sleep. They're up and sleep.
Do you live there?
No.
So why were you staying there?
She used to be a girlfriend of mine. Kind of an odd relationship.
So you guys are fooling around?
We were hugging, that's what we do.
Okay.
And he got all bent out of shape over it.
Pretty
He's
fat.
such a liberal, sexual man.
But I'm just-
And he They always want me to be with them twice a week, 3 times a week.
What do you want, like a threesome or something like that?
Yeah,
like all three of you guys doing something, or what are you talking
I
about?
heard he have gone for that, but I've never done that. And he's not a jealous guy. He wanted to share her with people. And now, because she was winking at me, he wants to kill her. This is bizarre.
It appears the attacker didn't want to share his girlfriend after all. But this third wheel has more pressing concerns.
When you tell him I want my teeth.
You've told me like 3 times now about your teeth, and I did not forget.
Zeisel returns to the front lawn where the woman is refusing help.
I don't want to go to the hospital.
You don't want to go to the hospital, so you don't want to be examined or checked or anything like that?
What does that ever do for anyone? Nothing. You can look at my legs and see the bruises. Doctors are.
She doesn't want help. She wants revenge.
That tried to kill me with my cats there. How about if I just take a gun that nobody knows and I just shoot his? Isn't that the same thing? I just want you to know I'm gonna find the I'm gonna shoot him between his eyes.
Okay, well, can you just sit tight, let these guys take care of you so they can take you to the hospital? Would it be okay?
She finally agrees to go to the hospital while troopers decide who's going to jail.
She's saying that she thought he was going to kill her, and he beat her and punched her and kicked her and stuff. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's enough for to take him to jail for tonight. She also said that she was bound up, but from what I am gathering, it's not like unusual for them during their sexcapades for that to happen. He is definitely going to be arrested right now for, at a minimum, the assault. The investigator will take over from there and figure out what else is going to happen.
Back in the Matsu Valley, Trooper Matthew Detterman is also responding to a cry for help, but from a fellow trooper.
Just had a vehicle run for me at Big Lake Lodge Road. Driver bailed, ran into the woods. Passenger engaged, gunpoint.
10-4, I'm probably about 4 minutes out.
A routine traffic stop has sprung into a foot pursuit.
Traffic unit pulled over a vehicle on Big Lake Lodge Road, and the driver split. Trace out the perimeter and see if we can do a canine track.
When Trooper Detterman arrives on scene,
Where's the other unit?
the suspect's detained, but the officer's missing.
Mac, I'm on 40. I'm out with the passenger.
Detterman finds a civilian guarding the car's passenger, and Trooper Al Borrego in the nearby woods chasing the driver.
Yep. The keys to the car.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But the driver gets away, so Borrego returns to question the passenger.
So who's your buddy that ran?
I don't even know who he is.
You don't have any idea who he
I
is?
just got a ride.
Sure you
He just
did.
picked me up, taking me up Burma.
Yeah, I believe that. Go ahead and have a seat right there, man.
They call in the canine unit to help track the driver.
NCIC 1B40.
And Detterman tries to find out exactly who they're after.
What does he look like?
Tall, he had a red and black coat on, he had a hat on, blondish hair, I think.
Okay. All right, sit tight, man.
It's not long before Sergeant Pat Nelson and K9 Rowley arrive. The chase is on.
Okay, can you show me exactly where you saw him run through?
He's about 15 yards in the woods right here.
Uh-huh.
He was over that embankment, and then I don't know which way he went.
Okay.
If the driver bolted, he must have something to hide. Until troopers know more, they must consider him armed and dangerous.
Back home on 1B40. I'm out with 1B9. We're heading west. Right here? Right here? Okay, good. Here's the lead right here. Isn't this his footprint right here too?
Step by step, troopers close in.
So we kept going straight here. There's one fresh.
Rowley's trail leads troopers to a storage yard. He could be anywhere in this labyrinth.
Here's that same footprint. There are a few over here, coming across here.
They lead to an open doorway and then out.
Fresh footprints.
Where at?
Off to your left.
There's one right here. Look around the corner there so you can see that.
Okay. Not seeing anything.
The trail goes cold.
Nothing going in but you and me.
Detterman returns to the abandoned vehicle and begins a search to determine its owner.
Ooh, look at all the stuff. We got 2 backpacks. Imagine that. Somebody's distributing. Just gotta find it now. Oh, this is the scale. This is where the drug's at.
Well, look in here on the floor, there's some.
Some what?
Drugs.
There we go. That is bud. They're not running because of this. Let me see that other bag. Yeah, they're running for the crystal. It's crystal meth.
Possession for even a small amount of crystal meth is a felony worth up to 3 years in jail for a first offense.
Oh, he's probably got a lot more on him. Hey, isn't that the passenger seat?
Yeah, it is. Imagine that, huh?
Imagine that.
Armed with the new evidence, troopers take another crack at the passenger, hoping for some answers.
At the passenger seat, floorboards, there's 2 little baggies with dope in there. With that in mind, you want to tell me who the driver was? You know, we know you know. There's nothing in the car. Nothing in the car is yours. Okay, gee. That's how he left you, man, in that car. Holding the bag. You want to go to no-tell motel for that kind of crap?
Finally, he spills.
I dealt with and I know his mama lives down here. And that's probably where you're answering. You type on
Their suspect is a well-known criminal with a long rap sheet.
He's a burglar.
A real bad burglar, though.
Yeah. So maybe he's been kicking in all the doors. I took 4 cases yesterday, burglary. Happened in the day. Now he's dealing drugs in broad daylight.
But that's where mama lives.
Okay.
And she's not going to cooperate with us.
All right, you can lead the way.
As night falls in the Matsu Valley, troopers confront the man's mother.
He was here earlier today. He lives here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look for him real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're just doing a little investigation.
He's not here.
You have a crawl space here?
Well, you can't get to it if you notice. The only reason it's open is because of the fact they had pipe spray.
Pipe break?
Yes.
Oh, when did you do that?
It was about a month ago or so, and I'm still letting it breathe.
Okay, I just gotta look, you know. All right.
It looks like someone left here in a hurry.
I don't think he's here now. I think that he was.
I swear to God, he's not here.
All right, well, if you can tell him to call us when he comes back so that he doesn't violate his probation or anything.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. Okay. Sorry, buggy folks. Oh, they're hiding in the crawl space earlier. That's why that thing was moved. They hit him down there. So we contacted probations, and probations is going to put a warrant out for him tomorrow. Even though we didn't get him, it's definitely good that we got the information on who it was so that we can get him tomorrow.
The next day, Trooper Jared Knoll races across the valley in pursuit of his own suspect, a violent axe-wielding attacker.
That could turn into a dangerous situation quite rapidly. That's awkward.
Trooper Joshua Veras is already on scene, alone.
He's He's not going to wait. We can't afford to wait. You know, every second counts, and it's already been a long time since the call came in, so he's going to go in.
This next street after Unga should be the second lot on the left-hand side.
But in the backwoods of the Matsu Valley, Noel can't find the remote location.
Still trying to find the exact address.
Noel desperately tries to decipher the directions.
Confirm it's going to be after North King Cove.
Right across the street.
4945, confirm you're down the long driveway after.
He finally arrives on scene.
4523.
And finds his fellow trooper in the thick of the action.
Not moving! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! I got him. Walk backwards towards me. Do it now. Walk backwards towards me now. Keep walking backwards towards me. Do not reach for your pocket. There's someone else in the window. Walk backwards towards me.
The suspect doesn't have an axe as reported, but he does have a knife.
You got me?
I do.
Who else is in the house?
The girl that was here. She left.
Stay right there. That knife's back there.
The female caller is nowhere to be found.
There was somebody else in the window.
Male, female?
Couldn't tell. There's always a possibility that she was inside the cabin injured or worse. All right.
They go in, guns drawn.
State troopers! Anybody in there? Come out now!
There's a door on the backside. All right. Clear. Door.
State troopers!
Hey, Varys. Got a crawl space.
Sure you saw someone?
Pretty sure.
State troopers!
Top's clear.
Move, coming out!
It's empty. So troopers turn their attention back to the knife-wielding suspect.
Listen, what happened? Why were we called? Why are the troopers standing in your yard?
Because I have guns and knives and axes.
You weren't coming at her with an axe?
No, sir. She's like totally manic depressing. There's an axe on the table, and that actually has her fingerprints on it. Just before she called you guys, she picked it up, and I was actually scared.
He says that she got mad at him because he was kicking her out of the house. Then she stormed off and left. But until we can locate her and get her side of the story, it's hard to say.
With no victim, the man walks.
He said he didn't have any weapons on him, but he had a large throwing knife in his back pocket. He said that she left in his pickup, and she's not picking up her phone now, so she, you know, if she wanted to call us back, she could.
Across the valley, it's summertime in Wasilla, tourist season. The roadways are packed with a parade of ATVs and campers jockeying for position. And one driver isn't playing nice.
We were on the phone with a complainant who was following the vehicle after the accident happened and the vehicle took off.
Well, we just had a report from Wasilla Police Department. They had a hit and run. A car hit a motorcycle and then took off.
A citizen is chasing the hit-and-run car. He thinks he's helping the troopers, but a vigilante focused more on the chase than safe driving is making the already dangerous roads even worse.
The complainant who stayed behind this vehicle is in a green Dodge Dakota pickup. They're passing someone at this time.
About a mile away.
But just as Wraith is closing in, he catches a break.
The vehicle's turning into a residence just past Peninsula. It looks like the passenger's mirror is broken.
We had somebody that spotted the car and saw it turn into a house. Back at 3823.
Troopers find the suspect's vehicle parked out front.
Perfect.
Practically out of sight and empty.
This house is like super shady.
While officers search for the driver, Trooper Wraith and Officer Bennett inspect the car for evidence of the hit and run.
It's got some damage to it right there.
Suddenly, the suspect shows himself.
Hey, how's it going? Been better. You live here? No. Come on this way. You want to tell me about what happened? Yeah, he had been weaving in and out of traffic, and I gestured to him like, you know, what the and so I came up to pass, and all of a sudden he came up behind me, like he was going to go between me and that other car, so I dipped out of the way, and he was over there, and I freaking got him. So why didn't you stop? Side areas. I panicked. I just want to get someplace to call you guys. Well, I've never hit anybody before. I don't. 10 miles from the accident now. I mean, you couldn't have pulled over at the fire station. Or... I didn't want to stop on the side of the road somewhere because I knew I'd have to eventually come and talk to you guys, and I wanted my car to be someplace. So, but you know, I grabbed my phone as my friend's like, "Well, they're here anyway." I'm like, "Okay, well, that's lovely."
The hit-and-run suspect tells a good tale and then blames the victim.
People on motorcycles gotta be more careful. I hope he's all right though. People gotta be freaking careful. Go ahead and turn around right now. I'm gonna just detain you, okay? Hopefully we can get his well squared away. I really want to know if he's okay. Well, he's not okay. He's injured.
But before Trooper Wraith can clear this call,
he's wasted.
He spots another reckless driver. Trooper Taylor rushes to nab him, and Wraith swoops in to back her up.
Yep, thank you. He went by us on that hit and run that was driving on the roadway.
It's illegal to drive an ATV on a public road. Something's up.
Count out loud.
7, 8, 9. I'm sorry, but yeah, this left hip is out, or the right hip is out, and never has come back yet.
Okay.
Been
You
out
take
for
any
years.
medication for that, or?
I can't afford it. No, I ain't gonna do barbiturates and drive. You think I'm crazy?
All right. And I'm just gonna have you do one last thing.
Yeah.
Go and blow into this. Go on. Keep going. Good. Perfect. You got it.
Okay.
Perfect. I need you to stand up.
Mac 30, PBT .155.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
The man blows double the legal limit.
You know you can't drive these things drunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? Okay.
I just went down to get some food. You know, I mean, geez Louise. No, nothing. There ain't nothing that's gonna kill you, poke you, stab you. No, I know better than that. I'm a felon, by the way. Ex-felon.
How can you be an ex-felon?
How can you be an ex-civilian? Okay?
Okay.
And watch your head getting in.
Yeah, I know this pretty well.
He knows the routine, and he's not going to let a little thing like a DUI ruin his dinner plans.
It's got steak and potatoes strapped to the rack. Do you want to keep these take them with you?
Please.
Okay, she'll put them into safekeeping at the jail.
That's one less dangerous driver on the streets of the valley. The seasons change, but trouble doesn't. Trooper Joseph Hess is on patrol.
Complainant is reporting his truck was stolen. He located it, as well as the people who were in it. They came at him with a crowbar, and he pulled a gun on them.
10-4, get a second unit. We got a call from a complainant that stated his car was stolen earlier, and he located it at a property down the road. He never reported it stolen because he thought his ex-wife had it. He went there and confronted the people in the truck. They came at him with the crowbar, and then he pulled a gun on him.
Hess guns it before anyone gets shot.
He had a gun. I don't know how the gun was used.
The complainant has since left the area.
When he arrives on scene, he finds the alleged thieves still there. They claim the accuser's estranged wife let them borrow the truck. But that didn't stop the husband from allegedly pointing a gun at them before fleeing.
So can you just tell me what happened?
Some guy was flying down this road, just being totally disrespectful. He's completely stopped. And he points a gun at me, and then with his other hand, he picks up the phone and calls the cops. Says, yeah, these two Mexicans are harassing me. You're being racist and saying we were harassing him when he had the gun pointed at me and my cousin.
Okay. Did either of you guys have a crowbar?
No.
Okay, why would he say that you guys had a crowbar swinging around?
No.
Where's this truck at now? Is his wife driving it? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Now he must find the volatile vigilante before another misunderstanding ends in gunfire.
He departed the area, and now we're going to contact him. Basically, we have somebody that's brash enough to point a gun in their face. With that mentality, you don't know really what they're going to do. You can't just go pull guns on people.
Suddenly,
this is our guy.
Hess spots the gunman's vehicle.
Do you have a gun on you?
It's in the car.
Okay. You mind if I go grab that? Sitting in the passenger seat?
Yes. It normally stays up in my dash there.
You just want to hang on to that? So can you just tell me what happened?
Two Hispanic males came out. One was holding a crowbar, and I said, okay, I have a gun in my car. Don't pull anything stupid. The other one grabbed the crowbar. He said, all right, I'm going to beat your mother. He swung at the car.
Here's the deal. They're claiming you were racing up and down the street. They came out to confront you, and you pulled a gun on them. Any of that true?
No.
Have you ever seen these guys before?
One of them I know, the other one I do not. One of them was dating my wife's youngest sister.
Okay, so there's a good chance that your wife let them borrow it?
We're in the middle of a separation. She could have.
Okay.
It's a case of he said, she said.
Well, here's the thing. We both kind of got finger pointing back and forth. So right now it's just kind of a civil issue. Your wife and you aren't officially divorced yet. She has equal claim over the vehicle as you do. If she wants to lend it out to whoever, that's that, okay? The way to deal with that is not showing up at people's houses with guns on you.
Okay.
Troopers defuse the situation for now.
He said the gun stayed in the car the whole time. They said he pointed the gun at him. You know, we have no way to tell who's telling the truth.
Over 200 miles south in the Kenai Peninsula, wildlife trooper Dave Chaffin is tracking a killer.
Yeah, I see their kill site. 5E20, 1060. Looks like a gut pile from a moose. Given the amount of blood right here, it's probably shot pretty close.
A landowner called the troopers when he saw a suspicious hunter leaving his property.
The guy told him that he had taken a moose, but the property owner hasn't seen a legal one on the land that he owns in a while, and he said that the guy seemed really nervous.
Moose poaching is one of Alaska's biggest wildlife offenses.
I mean, you're looking at felony level crime. The punishment imposed by the court in that case can consist of some pretty serious fines or even jail time.
So Chaffin treats this kill like a human crime scene.
It's important to document all the evidence to make sure that we can make the case. The blood here is just starting to coagulate, so it was a pretty recent kill the last 4 or 5 hours. They make quick work, especially if they don't want to get caught by the cops. That's definitely where he was shot at, the neck. You got ribs here, spinal cords here.
But something's missing.
I don't see a head. If it's a sublegal bull, they'll chop the head off and ditch it. Some of them are smart enough to throw it in their truck and drive it somewhere and ditch it nowhere near the kill site.
The head is the easiest way to tell a moose's age and sex, key factors in determining if the kill's legal. Without it, Chaffin must paw through the mutilated remains for less obvious clues.
Yeah, I don't see anything on here that indicates sex. And they did a decent job of cutting it up, but they did it in a hurry. Yeah.
Finally,
looks like a cow moose.
He finds evidence it's female, which makes Chaffin even more suspicious.
You know, there's only, I think it's like 25 cow moose permits for this area, so not a lot of permitted hunters. If they legally took a cow, well, there's not any reason for them to chop the head off and keep it, which, unless they're trying to hide something.
Shooting a moose without a permit can land the hunter severe fines.
I sort of get the feeling that they probably didn't have a cow permit. But it left us some good tire marks, so maybe we can find them.
Now Chapin must hunt the hunter to confirm his suspicions.
I'm cross-referencing the people that were awarded permits for this year against the public safety database and checking their DMV records. They did find a guy that owns a couple trucks that match the description, and he lives in the area.
And the man's no candidate for Sportsman of the Year.
He's got several wildlife violations. Take closed season, sportfish closed waters.
But lately, he's gone after even bigger fish.
His most recent was assault police officer.
He's a hunter with a violent side, enough to put any trooper on edge.
And you're looking at a felony level crime, and they might be apt to be a little more unpredictable in their actions. We're certainly going to take necessary precautions to make sure that we're safe.
Chapin arrives at the suspect's home. He's on the hunter's turf now and must remain extremely vigilant.
I gotta go inside though, the door.
There we go. Cool. Cool.
I was surprised you knew where I shot her.
They don't pay us for nothing, right? So.
No, there's the bullet hole.
Yeah. Is this the first year you got a cow permit? Or
yeah, it's the first one ever drawn.
The man has a cow moose hunting permit, and everything checks out.
Well, hey, thanks for coming down.
No problem. Thank you.
It's not something that any hunter normally expects. They take their game. They don't expect to be contacted by the police or a game warden, 5 hours after they take it. Working in wildlife enforcement, you spend a lot of time digging up puzzle pieces in the case. And first you got to find the pieces, and then you got to put them all together. And fortunately, in this case, he was following the rules. He was a responsible outdoorsman, which is what we like to see.